Monologue and an exclusive unboxing of the new Kickstarter models from Greebo Games. I want to say a massive thank you to Two Drunk Flings, who are now sponsored by Greebo Games, for making this happen for me, which is amazing. So thank you guys so much. Thanks to all of you. And thanks to Greebo Games for getting these sent out before the Kickstarter, so you guys can take a look and I can take a look, so I'm really happy to be getting my hands on these. Of course, now that Greebo Games are sponsoring both Two Drunk Flings and they're sponsoring the Sin City Bowl on the 11th of April, unfortunately that is now sold out. So if you missed out, there is a waiting list for people who may drop out, so do contact the Two Drunk Flings if you are still interested in going. It's become a huge one-day event. I believe there's going to be over 100 coaches there. Myself is going, I'll be filming. Do come up and say hi. There's going to be some awesome Greebo Games models in both the raffle and as part of the winnings for the tournament. So good luck to everyone at Sin City Bowl on the 11th of April. Let's get back into this unboxing. So obviously, what is the new Necromals range? The new Necromals range consists of 3 teams, which comes out on Kickstarter on the 10th of March, and they've started production early on these. This is why I've managed to get myself a set, and they're going to be trying to deliver 15 days after pledge management fulfillment, is what it says on their sort of preview of the Kickstarter. Kickstarter consists of 3 teams. If you haven't seen it, I'll pop a link down below. I'll pop a link to both Greebo Games, Two Drunk Flings. Do check out all the links. But it consists of 3 teams. The Anti-Cuties, which are kind of your Khemri team, and they will be €59. The Necromals, which is a necromantic team, again, €59. The Deadmals, which is again an undead team, €59. They all come with team markers, reroll counters, different style balls for each one, and then some slightly different models for kind of apothecary models, coach models, things like that. So that's really cool. And there's a Necroscience bundle, so if you wanted the Deadmals and the Necromals team, you can buy both of them together at a price of €85, which includes everything with both of those teams. And there's the I Want It All pledge, which is €139. Of course, you'll have delivery on top of that, delivery costs on top of that, and I'm not quite sure what they are because obviously they will be in the Kickstarter. Do go check out the preview of the Kickstarter down below. Do go check out Greebo Games' website down below, and of course their Facebook page where they've been putting up loads of pictures of these. But enough of me talking, let's get into the models. So as to not waste your time, I've already taken a knife and cut around the outside. I haven't opened it yet, I promise. So let's take a look inside. I'm really excited about this. I'm hoping there's everything in here, but I don't know. So let's take a look inside. So it looks like Liam did a really good packing job of this. Looks like we've got the Anti-Cuties team, the Deadmals team, and the Necromals team in here. So I'll just get rid of the rubbish. I'll be back with you in a second. So they're the 3 boxes. Obviously, it's all the same artwork on each. Obviously, it's just got the different team names. I'm not sure if these are stock boxes from Greebo, or whether you'll get more interesting looking ones come the actual Kickstarter leaving, because obviously these are exclusive models and aren't available yet. So we'll start off with the Anti-Cuties. This is a team made up of 16 models in total. There's 8 skeletons, 4 mummies, 2 throwers and 2 blitzers, but they call them something slightly different. So let's get into the Anti-Cuties. I'll also zoom you in a little bit. So let's take a look inside the box. Love the artwork on the outside. I really love the Greebo logo anyway. And that's obviously a hint to some of the other stuff that they do in their range. Because of course they do a really nice Croxica model if you're after one. And they also do their awesome Obsidian Dusk team, which is where I first met them with Andy Davo at Floodball last year. So let's go straight into the box of Anti-Cuties. Now this is obviously your Khemri team. I've already spoken about the positions before. But let's take a look inside. There's so many models to cover, you probably won't get to see all of them in this video, but I'll try and cover as many as I can. Of course, it comes with all its bases, and I do like the plastic style box that it comes in. You've obviously got, in this section, your 4 Decrocs. This section here, you've got your 8 skeletons, your 2 Burbones in that one, which is your throwers, and your 2 Lakaj for blitzers. I think that's right, Greebo. I think that's how you say that. Obviously this is a Khemri themed team, so it's got a lot of Khemri theme to it. I'll first take a look at the Decrocs. So the 2 Decrocs models, there are 4, but they're 2 similar of each, which are one with a mouth open, one with a mouth closed. They've obviously got the Khemri style kind of headpieces, headdresses. They've got really cool mice kind of strapped to the back of them. I don't know if you can see that there, which is really nice. And the arms come separately on these models. They stick there and there. You get 4 of these in the Anti-Cuties set.
And that's just 2 of them, just to give you guys a good look. Obviously, you'll have seen these on the Facebook page. I know they've been shown on that. And of course, if you head across to their Kickstarter preview page, you'll see these models. But they're really nice, decent weight to them, because obviously they're made of metal. And you get the arms separately. So I'll just pop one down. And you get obviously 4 pairs of those arms with the models. So that's your D-Crocs. We'll then move on to your skeletons. There's a few I like in these. Some of my favourite ones are the cat ones, because I own cats myself. This is one of my favourite ones from this team, which is really cool. And of course you've got a few other ones. What they've gone for in a lot of these teams is, rather than going for them all being cats or all being one type of thing, in these dead ones you've got dead horses, dead cats, dead mice, dead goats. They've pretty much covered every cuticle they've ever done. But there's some of your skeleton models. There's 2 of them there. We'll then move on to the bird style ones, which are your throwers for this team. So those are the 2 thrower models for this team. They remind me very much of kind of Pharaoh Horus models from the Pharaohs, which I think is what they were going for. They're kind of like a bird style dead model, have wings and so forth. They've done a really cool kind of purpley colour scheme with bone, of course, for these models on the preview page. So do go check that out, and across, of course, on their Facebook page. All links down below, so do go check all that out. But they're your 2 kind of thrower models. We'll then move on to the blitzer models. They're kind of the jackal style. Again, remind me of one of the Egyptian gods. So they really have done well with this Khemri team. They look great. They're all of a decent weight, really solid. Well done to the sculptor. Absolutely amazing models. I love the kind of back of this one with the Pharaoh style helmet and where you can see his backbone. So that is the Anti-Cuties team. I know I didn't show you them all, but do go check them out on the Kickstarter page. Let's move on to the Deadmauls.
So your Deadmauls are your undead team, and they come with 6 zombies, 4 ghouls, which are known as yokers. They call them zombie mauls for their zombies. 2 Benadryl, which are your mummies, which of course are different to the Khemri team. 2 Night Hunters, which are your whites, and 2 Skelly Mauls, which are skeletons. So let's take a look inside this box. Again, it comes with the same plastic, which is awesome. I do like the fact that they are all separated. Looks like these are something they use for every single team. I'm not sure where everything is in this, so bear with me. I think we've got the kind of 4 yokers in this section. You look like you've got your 2 mummies in that section, and then everything else in there. So let's take a look at your mummies first. So these are your 2 mummies. You've got to attach the arms on these. They are slightly different along the backs of the models. You've got a kind of tombstone on the back of that one. They've got similar headdresses, and of course they're obviously wrapped up as mummies. They're very much like a crocodile style look to them. Really like these guys. They're decent size and they're a decent weight. And they're your 2 mummies for the Deadmauls team. So that's those. Next we'll take a look at the Night Hunters. So these are your Night Hunter models. This one comes fully formed with arms attached. This one doesn't. You've got to attach the arms there. You get 2 of these in the Deadmauls set, and you also get 2 of these in the Necro set. So these are what they look like. I really like these because I really like the bone stuff on the back of them. And they've also got this really nice wispy kind of thing that they're stood on. Kind of ghost-like, but I really like the bone details on the back of this model. They're both kind of screaming. Well, that one's kind of shouting and screaming, and that one's not. They're very much like werewolfy in style, which I really quite like. Of course, there's the bone back on that one as well. But they're your whites for the team. So you've had your mummies and your whites. You then have your 4 ghouls. Now, I'll show you only 2 of these. You get obviously 2 ghouls in the Necromals set as well. But those are the ones in this one. I really like the helmets the ghouls are wearing. It's really obvious what is what in all of these teams, but every model is quite individual in style, which I really, really like. So they're two of your Ghouls, or Yokers as they like to call them, for the Deadmauls team. You've got another two in there, but we'll move on to some of the Skelly Mauls. Here's one of the Skelly Mauls, I believe, which is the equivalent of a bear Skelly Maul. It's got like a skeleton's head there, and he's like a bear. That's one of your Skelly Mauls. You've got another one which looks like a bird as well, which is in the box. And then of course you get your 6 zombie mauls. Now your zombie mauls are very similar to a lot of their other ranges. You've got ones which are pigs from the pork range. You've got ones which are very similar to your vampire range that they've done. So there's like a zombie for each other team they've done. But that's the pork one, just to give you an idea. You can see these all painted on the Kickstarter preview page, and of course when the Kickstarter launches. But it's really nice to get hold of these. So thanks again to Greebo and Two Drunk Flings for this. But that is your Deadmauls team. And then you've got your Necro team. And obviously your Necromals team is slightly different again. So we'll have a look at that just now. So your final team, and like I've said, all of these teams will be available on the Kickstarter, and you can either buy them separately at €59, or there will be some bundles, which I've already talked about at the start of the video. But this is your Necromals team, and obviously this comes with the zombie mauls. They come with 8 zombie mauls, 2 Yokers, which we obviously saw in the Deadmauls team, 2 Meatworks, which are your golems, and then your 2 Night Hunters and your 2 wolves, which are werewolves. So you get some slightly different models in this. But there are a lot of similar ones to the Deadmauls one. So if you bought the Necros and Deadmauls, you'd be doubling up on some models, I imagine. But at the same time, you gain enough to play both teams as much as you would want. So the big difference between this is the big guys are actually in resin in this. The arms aren't, but the actual bodies are. And they are your golems. We'll take a look at them first, because they're obviously the new model, if you like, in this team. Now, I really like this team. This is my favourite out of the entire set, mainly for this model. The golems are kind of, if you've ever seen flesh golems or anything like that, they're kind of made up of every kind of model. But here's the actual thing itself. And I love this. I absolutely love this model. I think this is the best out of the entire range. Disagree or agree with me in the comments down below, but I love this. I love the fact that it's got multiple faces, multiple tongues, multiple skulls in it. It's just such a cool model. And there are 2 of these and they come in resin. They both look slightly different. That's the one with the kind of bear-based head, I think. And that's the other one, which again has a bear head. You add the obvious arm in there, which actually comes in metal, which I'm quite surprised about. I don't know what it's like sticking resin to metal. I've never had to do it before. I've always either had complete resin or complete metal models. So I'd be interested to see if these do come in metal. If you do get them in metal from the Kickstarter, let me know in the comments down below. But I've received obviously 2 resin ones here. But they're your 2 golems, which are really cool. Then you've got your 2 wolves. Now I really like these because they remind me of puppies. Remind me of little puppy dogs. So this is one of them. So that's one of them. It's kind of chewing on a bone by the look of it. And then you've got your other one. There, which is chewing on a bone. Now I like both of these. I think these are really, really cute, and it's obviously part of their Cutimals range. They've got a really big range of this now, and I showed my other half these, and she was like, I've got to have at least 2 of these teams. So I was like, okay, you buy them, you go right ahead. So they're your werewolves. And then, like I say, you do get repeats in here. So you do get your Night Hunters again, which you've already seen, and you do get your zombie mauls and Yokers again, which are obviously your kind of Ghouls, which you saw before. Obviously, but all the teams come with all the bases you need. So that's really great. And I just love the packaging. Again, I'd just like to say a quick thank you to everyone involved with getting me these models here, which is Two Drunk Flings and of course the guys at Greebo. So they're the 3 teams. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. There's your Necromals, Deadmauls and Anti-Cuties. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. If you want to see more of this, do check out all the links down below. There's links to obviously Greebo's Facebook, my Facebook, Two Drunk Flings, JB Fantasy Fields if you wanted to pick up a pitch, Tyrant Tavern Painting, who I'm now sending these to be commission painted, and a variety of other things in the comments down below. Let me know if you want to see more from Greebo. Hit like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time.